Hello, my name is Mercedes Barbosa, and a little about me. I was born in Chicago, Illinois. Had the best, most wonderful life out there with the block parties and all. I was raised in Houston, Texas. So after age 7, I moved to Houston, Texas. I lived out there for the majority of my life, and now currently live in Madisonville, Texas, where my husband and I are partners in the Henson Family Dealers dealerships. I've been in the automotive industry now for about 10 years. I started in sales and kind of worked up my way into business development. I became one of the managers for BDC at in Houston, Texas, which is where I met my husband, and I worked my way up into the corporate world as a finance developer for 27 sister dealerships within our automotive group. I quit my job and I started developing BDCs from the ground up in different dealers in the US and in Canada. In June 2018, I learned of a women's in automotive conference that was going on in Fort Lauderdale. I made the decision to go ahead and just buy the ticket, get my flight, and go out there and really invest in my career, which is where I met Dr. Rader, and I learned about a potential scholarship that they were giving to someone, and I applied for it, and I actually am now a proud recipient of that scholarship. It's the Women's in Automotive Scholarship through Kaiser University. So after I won the scholarship, I put my house up for sale and I drove the 18 hours to get here. So I'm a little bit, relentless as far as trying to get something done. No obstacles, like no excuses, just go out there and get it. My expectations for the course is I really want to gain an understanding of what project management is, how it works, how we can implement it into the dealership, because I do have plenty of ideas. And I mean, it starts from like water park, car wash, a gym, different things that you wouldn't normally see in an automotive dealership. But I'm interested in creating something completely new, something that's customer focused, and creating an experience for the customers. Okay, so how do I like to be taught and delivered? Basically, the way that it's been going is it's perfectly fine. I'm happy like listening to the lectures, real world examples, and so forth, and really that interaction that you get with the students, open forum, and all that. Next thing is, what is my strategic plan to do well? It's very similar to the management information systems class, as far as, having my mission statement and the goals and what I'm trying to achieve, and anything that deters me away from that, I just want to go ahead and get rid of it. In addition, I do want to be able to read the chapters on my own and write down any notes that can benefit me, and then kind of go over that. I do like to use assistant reading through my iPad. I think that really helps out. And I do use vocabulary cards and just kind of flip over them, old school way, but it's totally something that I found just works for me. Objectives is to deliver, of course, the best work that there is, not just your everyday typical work that you turn in and you spent like 5 minutes and you turn it in. Of course, I want to do the best as I can. Really develop scholarly work. I want to be able to get something out of it. My goal is not to get an A, but to really get something out of it. And I think that's really the best way to do it, and putting everything into my calendar to make sure that everything is due and everything is on time. And how do I go about doing that? How is project management relevant in my career? We in the automotive industry, we just kind of go. We don't stop. We don't really think about doing things and how it's going to affect what we do. If we do anything differently, we just kind of just go. So I want to be able to gain that knowledge to see, you know, what projects come first and how we go about doing that, or deciding what comes first, and then having a strategic plan to go with that. And that is basically it. So look forward to class, and thank you so much. Bye.